Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Laser Coaching Moment. I am Benecia Ponder, and I'm here to provide you with the straightforward Bible based education and empowerment you need to prosper in your business and personal life. So, this week, if you have been following my blog, that we've dedicated the month of July as Goal Getters Month. We are recognizing at this crucial halfway point in the year that it's time to set aside the trying to, the I'm wishing for, the I want tos, and really get down to the business of actually achieving the things that we set out to do. Those things that we plan to do at the beginning of the year. It's halfway through the year, and I have to wonder, are we any closer to the goals that we set at the beginning of the year? For most people, that answer is no. They are not. And what will happen in December or early January of next year is that they'll set those same goals. But we've set aside July as Goal Getters Month because we don't want that to happen. We want you to achieve your goals that you've already set and then go about setting new goals. Get off of these present goals to go to something new. Now, I'll tell you, if you haven't been reading the blog posts, I am inviting you to go over to my blog at beneciaponder.com when you finish listening to this laser coaching moment and sign up for the RSS feed because you really don't want to miss a single post. This blog has been buzzing with special tips and resources for you to accomplish your goals faster and easier. Plus, I have been doing a special series on the topic, or let's say the title of it is Achieve Your Goals God's Way, and that's coming every Monday. So all of these posts are designed to catapult you into goal getting success. Again, if you haven't already been reading the blogs with me, I want you to visit the link at beneciaponder.com. It's the blog link at the top. Sign up for the RSS feed and you'll get notice of every single post. Now, today, in the spirit of Goal Getters Month, I want to share with you two key things that will keep you going when it seems that your goals are just out of reach, or if things really aren't going the way that you planned them to go. I've really lived this topic for a while now, but what really forced me to re-examine it was the restructuring of my business, first of all, and looking at what it takes to become an ultimate entrepreneur. How do you flourish and prosper as a Christian woman entrepreneur, a Christian woman in business? How do you do that? And it was also brought to my attention recently again when I was asked to pitch an article to Women's Day magazine about being resilient, overcoming obstacles, and persevering through life's difficulties. Now, most of you listening know that at the age of 20, I was struck with a pseudo brain tumor that caused a buildup of spinal fluid pressure, which in turn caused damage to my optic nerves. So for the past 13, almost 14 years, I have been visually impaired, not able to see clearly more than 6 inches in front of my face. Now, at the time that this happened, I was a new mother to a 6-month-old baby girl. I was in school full time at night, and I was working full time during the day. My goal was to finish my undergraduate degree in business, become a corporate executive, and build a successful and comfortable life for myself and my daughter. Now, needless to say that becoming visually impaired threw a major monkey wrench into that goal. In fact, my pursuit of that goal came to a screeching halt as I battled depression and despair. I was trying to adjust to my new life. Well, if you fast forward 13, 14 years, you'll see that today I have a beautiful, brilliant teenage daughter. I am a speaker, author, and a certified personal executive coach. And I am able to provide a great life for myself and my daughter. Well, what happened in between that time? What happened over the years that allowed me to reach my goals in spite of the obstacles? Well, there are about 9 critical contributors to my success, and I teach them in my upcoming Ultimate Entrepreneur Makeover program. But for now, in our brief time together today, I want to share with you the top 2 critical components, and they are a compelling vision and a strong support system. Let's start with the compelling vision. You see, even though I lost my physical eyesight, I continued to have my visions of greatness and success. It was those visions that turned my depression and despair into passion and purpose. Even though I couldn't see more than 6 inches in front of my face, I maintained a crystal clear picture of what I wanted my life to look like. That vision gave me hope. It compelled me to focus. Now, I'll admit I had to rechart my course many times as I trusted God to order my steps, but that vision that He gave me, those goals that He placed inside of me, didn't change. That vision kept me moving forward even when things got tough. And it is your vision that will keep you going forward when it seems like your obstacles are insurmountable. And, it really doesn't matter what your goal is as long as it's within God's plan for your life. And I have a lot of things on the blog, newsletters, my upcoming book will talk a lot about that. But know that if your plans and your desires and your dreams are in line with God's will for your life, that's good. And He wants you to have that. So, what really matters is that you have a crystal clear, vivid image of what you are desiring. Remember, God tells us that without a vision, the people perish. Without that vision, you are destined to go around and around in circles. You're not going to be able to head straight toward a target because you don't know what that target is. So you have to have a vision, and it has to be clear and compelling. This image will pull you forward. You see, that vision is what will inspire you and motivate you. It will help you find a little more energy, a little more money, a little more time, a little more resolve in those moments when you feel like throwing in the towel and giving up. Okay, so I said there were 2 things I wanted to share with you today. We've talked about the first one, which is a compelling vision. The second is having a strong support system. There was no way that I could have finished undergraduate business school or completed law school, passed the bar, or even started my own business without the support of my family. They were and still are a strong and solid foundation for me. Their unconditional love, support, and ever flowing encouragement are what really helps me to get through each day. And when it comes to achieving your goals, the support of family and friends is really important. But I'm sure you know that. So I want to talk to you about taking your support system to the next level. of building an even stronger support system, because there are some of you out there who have a really great family, but you still aren't achieving your goals. And I don't want those of you who don't have the support of family and friends to be able to use that as an excuse for not achieving your goals. You can establish an even stronger system of support when you seek out additional help in the form of coaches and mentors. As I was growing my business and pursuing my goals, I sought help from mentors and coaches. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I needed help. But it wasn't just any old kind of help. I needed strategic help from people who knew exactly where I was going, who knew the steps to help me to get there, and they could help me to avoid some of the roadblocks and missteps that I would make if I was trying to go at it alone. I invested in coaches and training programs. I sought the advice of mentors, all in an effort to bring my vision into reality. Support is key if you want to transform your current situation. Now, I don't want you to be afraid to seek out help. Don't think, oh, it costs too much, or I really don't have the time to invest in a coach or a mentor. I don't even know where to start looking for one. Well, it's important that you get over those roadblocks and those mindsets that are keeping you trapped in your current situation. Even as a coach today, I still invest in coaching and training programs. And when I look back at the lean times when my business was struggling, the one thing I continued to invest in was coaching and training, learning more and growing. When I couldn't afford a personal one-on-one coach, I look for lower cost training programs or group options. And when I needed to cut back on something, my expenses in my building, my business, my training and development budget, that was the last thing that I cut back on. I realized that in order to grow and to become better and stronger, it is absolutely necessary to have the support of a good coach or mentor. You have to continue to keep growing. If you poll the leaders and executives in any industry, you'll find that they believe the same thing. Why? Well, they realize that getting the help of a mentor or a coach is not a sign of weakness, but it is a catalyst for growth. Even the most high powered executives have visions of becoming greater than they are. To this day, when you compare what I spend on marketing and advertising or equipment or new software or any other operating expense for my business, you'll see that the biggest investment is in growing, is in training and development. I'm focused on growing me. That's what you'll need too if you want to overcome those setbacks with ease and maybe even avoid some of those roadblocks altogether. Your investment in building a strong network of support is critical at every area, at every stage of your life. So even as you begin to grow and to accomplish more and more, you'll always need to have someone there, or a group of people there, or specific training programs there. Whatever it is, you need that support there to help you to continue to grow even further. Okay, so that's really it for our laser coaching moment today. As we wrap up this week's edition of the laser coaching moment, I'd like for you to remember that the laser coaching moment and really everything else I bring to you is all about helping you to prosper in your business and personal life. Today, I am challenging you to check your vision and your support. If you are finding it all too easy to succumb to the challenges, then either you need a more compelling vision or a stronger support system. That's where you start. That's where you start to look if you're finding that your goals are continuing to slip through your hands, that you can't seem to reach them. Check your check your vision, check your support system. Either way, if you need me, I am here to help. And in that vein, I'd like to invite you to join me and a group of like minded Christian women for goal getters. Now, this is a dynamic group coaching program that is starting in August. It starts Tuesday, August 7th to be exact. And we are taking this month of July, this goal getting month, and the concept of achieving your goals to the next level. It's a coaching group like no other because what we're going to do is work together to move you forward in your business and life. You're going to have that support, you're going to have the accountability, and you're going to have the laser focus that you need. So visit beneciaponder.com/gold getters to register today, and you can get all the information there. Space is limited, so I really encourage you to go ahead and reserve your spot now. The best part about the Goal Getters program is that you don't have to wait until August 7th to get started with the goal getting process. Immediately when you sign up, you will have unlimited access to email coaching with me, as well as your very own personal, private coaching session with me before the group even begins. And whether you decide to sign up for Goal Getters or not, you have the opportunity to join me in a free preview call on Tuesday, July 24th. On this preview call, I'll be sharing additional strategies for goal getting success. And on that call as well, I'll be answering all of your questions about the upcoming Goal Getters program. So again, you want to find out about goal getters, go to www.beneciaponder.com/goal getters. And you can also sign up for this month's free teleclass at beneciaponder.com simply by clicking on the teleclasses link. Well, that was a mouthful, and that is it for today. Remember, your goal getting success is directly linked to the clarity of your vision and the strength of your support system. So I'm challenging you again to check your vision, check your support system, and as always, if you need help, I am here for you. Until the next time we meet, I am wishing you lots of passion, purpose, and prosperity.